So yesterday, I was talking a lot about doors and when one closes, one opens, yada yada yada. But it got me thinking about what should I say yes to. As you know, the more I start doing this, and the more I put myself out there, it's exciting to even just be given an opportunity. Part of you, immediately just wants to say yes. But I feel that even when you get that, you do have to do your due diligence, find out more about the project, um, and where it came from. So I had an experience last year where I had a student film director reach out to me, wanted me, to be in their film, was super excited to work with me, and I thought this is great. I like, had a couple things just kind of all happening at once for me, and I got the script and I read it, and unfortunately, I had to turn it down because, I mean, even though I want to, at that time, my goal was to really get involved with a lot of projects to build out my reel. But I made the choice that, the script was a little bit on the riskier side of things, from language to context, and I decided that it was just wasn't for me at this point in time, and so I said no. And I don't regret that, but it's also nice to know that, even at this stage, I do have the awareness to know what will suit me or what won't suit me, right? I think we all know, even though I want to do everything that comes across the table, right? Any opportunity, it's always like, put me in, coach, let's go, let's do it. But you do have to recognize sometimes that some things just might not be good. And I'm sure it was great, I'm sure it was wonderful, but that specific opportunity just wasn't for me. On the flip side, I didn't do that. I talked about this other film I did, the short film "A Man Is Gone," and over the winter there were, talks to the director, and he had written something else, and throughout the last couple months, we've been in communication. He sent me over some rough drafts of some a script he's been working on, and it looks like probably come late spring, early summer, I will get to continue playing this character called the Headmaster, and it's pretty exciting. So when one door closes, does another door open? I don't know, but I do know that when you work with good people and they appreciate the work that you do, when opportunities arise, you're on their mind. And so, yeah, it's where we are. Um, this is, a very initial phase. Just still kind of, chatting back and forth, reviewing, reviewing the script, still tweaks and adjustments. There's nothing final yet, but this probably will be something this year, and that's exciting to me because at this time last year, well, it's actually probably pretty close to this time last year where he reached out to me about this movie. So it's nice having some confidence in your back pocket as you're working on your craft, knowing something, knowing that there's work down the road, while you're still looking for, new opportunities and what that looks like. And this didn't exist last year at this time. So this is also very exciting because as this progresses, and this was something that I've talked about, this is really like a daily documentary of my year, and we get to see some of my momentum coming off of last year and how that blends into this year and what that means, how that looks. And so I think it's all going to be a really cool story when it's done at the end of the year. And I'm glad I'm doing this because, um, when I look back, years from now, hopefully, they're all, really, really good. I'll have this, right? I'll have this, hopefully I'll be doing this every day for, years to come, right? But I could look back to where it all started and be like, wow, look at that progression. Look at that, how I did this then. And can you believe that day? And to me, that's exciting. Like those moments that would probably be lost aside from, just a few memories I might have or a picture of a selfie I took here or there on a walk one day. So here we are. Yeah. So that's today. What do I say yes to? I guess I say yes to believing in yourself and knowing that at the end of the day, you know what's right for you. And remember, you don't need the whole path today. You only need one step. Thanks for walking with me. I'll see you on my walk tomorrow.